I still don't understand the problem.
I am trying to get the facts about Mr. Arnold.
Scott, as I told you in the cafeteria, a friend of his brought him in. He was having difficulty breathing and complaining about chest pains.
Probably loud enough for the whole hospital to hear.
Amy, go on, Pat.
Well, I followed standard procedure. When the EKG showed normal, I sent him for x-rays on the esophagus.
So you determined if there was a blockage.
Exactly. And when that showed negative, I then examined him again. I diagnosed it as a hiatal hernia. So I put him in a room on 7 to treat him and observe him.
Well, that still doesn't explain how he ended up in orthopedics.
Yeah, I'd like to know that one, too. You want to explain that?
Well, if you'd allow me, I have some information that could possibly answer that. Your client's name is Dean Arnold, is that correct?
Yes.
Well, Dean Arnold was waiting outside of X-ray to be brought back to his room. An orderly from orthopedics came to pick up a patient with a broken hip.
Amy, what does that have to do with anything?
Well, if you'll let me finish, I will tell you.
Go on.
That patient's name was Arnold D. Evers, and he was still an X-ray. So the orderly made the mistake and picked up your client, Dean Arnold, by mistake and brought him to orthopedics.
And that explains it.
That kind of a mistake, though, if that was to go...
quickly acknowledged and rectified. And had you bothered to check the records, Scotty, you would have found that your precious client hadn't been there for more than 10 minutes before they realized they had made a mistake.
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. I realized that you didn't have time to check the logs, if he wasn't going to bother to.
And that saved us a lot of unnecessary trouble.
Trouble? If you ask me, that Dean Arnold brings on all of his own trouble. I will tell you, I have never dealt with a more difficult patient in my entire life. There's absolutely nothing you could do to satisfy the man.
If I can guess what you're talking about, Miss Brewer just told me. What do you plan to do, Mr. Baldwin?
Well, I'm going to have to consult with my client. I'll get back to you.
Don't worry, I don't have all the specifics, but in my opinion, he has no basis for a suit. That doesn't mean he won't milk the situation, however.
I just want you to know that Amy did a great job at checking the facts.
I'd expect no less. Speaking of facts, what's the latest on Anna Lavery? She ready for release?
I'm about to confer with Monica and Alan, but right now I need to get back to Felicia. Excuse me, please.
Can you two come with me, please?
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What's up?
Oh, this won't take long. I just wanted you to know that if I don't hear from the WSB about Frisco by the end of the day, I'm going to Washington.
It's a good idea. I'll go with you, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, I think you should. That'd be great.
No, Tony, that's okay. I'd really like to do this by myself.
You sure?
It's okay. Just wish me luck.
You know we do.
And you tell us the minute you find out anything.
Of course.
Sorry I have to rush like this, but I gotta go. Was there something else?
No, we can wait.
No. Steve's filling in for the position of Chief of Staff, and Lucy and I would both like for you to apply.
You know, until this Frisco thing is cleared up, I can't even think about it.
I wish you would.
Felicia, I appreciate your support more than you can know. But Tony's right. You both have a lot on your mind right now.
But just the same, think about it. Think how proud Frisco would be if you got this new important position.
Frisco's the important one right now. I gotta go.
Yeah, me too. Cross your fingers.
Okay, call us.
I will.
Okay, take care.
Bye. I'll see you later.
Oh, wait a minute. I know you just said that you don't want to think about this, but I really think you should think about it. It's a very important chance. I think you have to apply.
No, I don't have to do anything. Would you just relax, okay?
I'm sorry I'm late. I got held up at General Hospital. I'm chairman of the board.
Yes, I know. They're lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Please sit down. There weren't any problems, I hope.
Oh, none that I couldn't handle.
I'm sure. I know how valuable your time is, so I have prepared this prospectus for you on my Stansbury mutual funds. Perhaps you'd like to look it over.
I look forward to it.
Excuse me. Yes? Yes, I'll speak with him. Hello?
I am hungry. How about you?
I hadn't had time to think about it.
Well, take time, because I'm detained at the hospital. Could you meet me here?
It might take a while.
Well, look, I will be on the 7th floor, or check for me in the cafeteria.
I'll do what I can.
Well, I know you won't disappoint me.
Bye.
Well, No, they're burning up the wires to get to you, and I can't say that I blame them. Brains and beauty. It's a very alluring combination, and a very rare one. You have both.
Thank you.
This is splendid.
Oh, I'm pleased you approve.
You'd be even more pleased if I invested.
I'd be honored.
Well, I'd be honored if we could get together and discuss the possibilities. Say, dinner at the Port Charles Hotel?
Well, if you don't mind combining business with pleasure.
Another perfect combination. Maybe you'd like to change the place. I understand you enjoy diversification.
I thrive on it.
Well, you give me a little chance to look this over. Perhaps we can diversify together.
Perhaps we can.
Excuse me.
My fault. Sorry.
How about this, huh? Big day for announcements. It's accreditation.
We've had them before. It's no big deal.
Well, this time it could be. I'm not so sure you guys are going to do so well.
Why shouldn't we? We always have.
Well, the world of healthcare is changing, Bobby. I've worked with a lot of companies that invest in hospitals, and there are certain things that they look into before they take over a hospital.
Nobody's trying to take us over, Scott.
Well, just the same, I think that this hospital should keep pace with Port Charles.
Why would you say that?
Just to get you steamed up.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about the hospital.
Okay, just calm down, Bobby. I just want to make sure that you guys just don't get so secure that you're not completely honest about what needs to be done around here.
Give me a for instance.
Well, for instance, last night, my client has a lot of beefs about the way the hospital treated him. He feels as though you guys were negligent.
That's not
Wait,
true.
Bobby, wait, come on. Before you start defending anybody or accusing me of stirring things up, I just want to say that I talked him out of it. Pressing any kind of action. I said he should be grateful for the treatment and diagnosis that he got here in spite of the inconvenience that he might have been caused.
I'm very glad to hear that.
So am
Okay.
I couldn't help but overhear. I thank you.
Dr. Hardy, you just saved me a trip to your office.
You saved me a big headache. I'm very grateful. Excuse me.
Okay. Bobby, are you still mad at me?
I was.
Yeah, you thought I was trying to stir things up a little bit, huh?
Well, that and other things. Have you been avoiding me?
Of course not. I've been busy, very busy. I have a lot of things, even busier. Let me talk to you later on. Thanks for coming.
I didn't think it'd be quite this easy to find you.
Well, you can find anything. Look hard enough for it.
I can't stay long. If you have any questions, why don't you ask them?
Well, just one. How many pledge contributions have been withdrawn from GH?
Over 50%.
Well, that'll hit the board right where it hurts. Okay, one other thing. Have you ever heard of a company in Meditech? Do you have that in your portfolio?
No. Don't I wish? I'd love to get my hands on them.
Well, I know a lot of people there. Perhaps I can help you out. Small percentage, naturally.
Naturally. I'm always eager to share with a businessman, especially one who knows as much about me as you do. Perhaps it's a way to, shall we say, ensure your silence.
Well, it depends on this place, and it depends on Meditech. Deal?
Deal.
I'll see you later. Yeah, this is Scotty. Listen, I thought you should know. General Hospital here in Port Charles is up for accreditation. Right, of course that's good news for us. Well, as far as their finances go, they are in for a big shock.
Well, I'm afraid I have to share Monica's reservations. I don't think Anna's ready to be released.
Well, I do, and I'm the one who's treating her.
We were the ones treating her.
Monica, I got her through the trauma and the fever. All she needs now is just to rest and be at home. There's no medical reason at all why she should be here.
Well, that's the case, Monica.
Well, since Alan was the one who was treating her, what can I say?
Nothing. Let's send her home to her family, who'll be delighted. Also, we should notify Robert.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, Tony, before you go, there's something I want to ask you all day. Have you heard any word from Frisco?
No, but we're not giving up. Felicia and I are going to get more information on it. I'll see you.
Charlene, I don't need to hear what the child did all day long. I'm just asking you, how is she right now? How is BJ? Good. That's all I need to know. Now, listen, I wanted to call you and tell you that I'm going to be a little bit late tonight. Well, I don't know exactly when, but if you would stop complaining for a minute, I will tell you. I have some very important work to do here. It's for Tony. You see, there's a new position opening up, and he doesn't want to go for it. He deserves this position, Charlene. He is the perfect person for this. Well, whatever it takes, I intend to see that he gets it.